Thank you, Mr. Chair and Mr. Magnus. I was deeply concerned by the inhumane treatment of Haitian migrants at the border and the substandard conditions in the Del Rio encampment. If confirmed, will you commit to providing members of Congress with regular updates on the status and well-being of migrants encountered at the border?
Senator, thank you for the question. And like you, I found those images troubling, but I also believe, and I've certainly learned this over my career in policing, that a full and thorough investigation is necessary before any final conclusions are drawn. That said, I would totally support keeping this committee, any member of the Senate, abreast of the progress associated with the investigation.
DHS officials reported that multiple agency failures, including a failure to share important intelligence, left U.S. immigration officials unprepared to adequately respond to the large influx of Haitian migrants that arrived in Del Rio in September. If confirmed, what will you do in your role as commissioner to address these operational missteps?
Senator, thanks for that question. I think we can always do better. And I think part of doing better means that we take a thorough and really thoughtful look back at how a situation was handled, what we can learn from it, what we want to do, perhaps being more prepared, working with other federal agencies, working with state and local agencies, including our NGOs, looking at how we anticipate surges coming across the border. These are all things that I think we can plan for better going forward, and is something that I would commit to doing to the best of my ability.
Well, one of the things I hope you'll do upon your confirmation is work to make sure we have a seamless horizon of intelligence so that we at least know what we are facing and can prepare for it. And in that regard, DHS officials are reportedly tracking several additional groups of Haitian migrants, including more than 20,000 migrants currently residing in Colombia, who may also make their journey to our southwest border. If confirmed, what measures would you take to ensure that the agency is prepared to handle any future influxes of migrants at the border?
Senator, thank you for the question. And I think the issue of preparation is critical. One of the things that I would look forward to doing is building the strongest possible relations with my Mexican counterparts and colleagues so that we could have an ongoing line of communication, allowing Mexico to help play a role in addressing some of those issues along with us, to be able to share intelligence as it becomes available, and to, again, be working at the state and local level, whether it's being more nimble, for example, with soft-sided structures, having adequate personnel available. I'm encouraged that the Border Patrol is bringing on board border protection coordinators. And I think they've brought on about 400 of these at this point, which would make processing of individuals also something much more efficient than what we have now. So there are a lot of steps when it comes to preparation. If confirmed, there's plenty to learn. I would want to dig in by talking to not only the sector chiefs and others in top leadership positions, but also those at the line level, the rank and file.
I appreciate that. One of our challenges, which is probably above your pay grade, if we want to stop the flow of undocumented migrants, you have to deal with root causes, whether that be in Central America or certain instability in Haiti. And unless we do that, we're bound to face continued challenges. In the previous administration, the department made a number of agreements with the government of Mexico and governments throughout Central America. Would you commit to keeping this committee, as well as the committee that I chair, the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, informed about bilateral agreements or MOUs related to migration cooperation?
Yes, Senator, I would.
And finally, if one of the jobs you'll have as CBP Commissioner would be to safeguard Americans from the importation of counterfeit products. If confirmed, will you commit to taking concrete steps to strengthen our anti-counterfeit measures? We face this in New Jersey in several different instances. The bridal industry is one where these dresses are made. People on their most significant day in their life maybe buy something that they think is going to be exactly what they saw in their bridal store in New Jersey, and they get it from China, and they find themselves ultimately with a quality that suggested something different, and then it was far different than what they got, and it's too late. And they appear to be the same exact as that which would be purchased domestically. So there's a lot of counterfeiting going on in that regard, and would hope you would make a commitment to strengthening our counterfeit measures.
Senator, thank you for that question. The whole area of e-commerce is something that I am particularly interested in. You're right to remind us that these are dangerous items in many cases, ranging from pharmaceuticals all the way through to flammable mattresses. So e-commerce is an area that I'm very excited delving into further. Obviously, it also involves the theft of intellectual property. We're certainly talking a lot more than just counterfeit, luxury items. These are things that are really potentially dangerous and are a ripoff to the American public.
Thank you. Thank you.
The time of my colleague's expired, and he's making an important point. And as the author with Senator McCain of the original internet tax legislation, look forward very much to working with my friend and colleague, Senator Menendez.